Hi folks, welcome to the demo. We've got everyone on mute right now. We'll do a question and answer at the end. Just going to run through the reporting system really quick so you can see what that looks like and how to look at your messages in our reports, and then we'll do a question and answer. We'll also be publishing this demo on the website so people can view it later. All right, so those of you who get reports in your Talk to the Manager plan will be able to view this anytime you like. Reports are available to all account admins, and then for anyone else who needs access to reports, data people, business intelligence people, you can provide them access at any time. So let's take a look at these reports. As you can see, all of the customer messages over the last 30 days, that's our default time frame here. You can see all the customer messages over the last 30 days and the customer message volume by each day. Up at the top, there's a little summary. We can see there were 288 customer comments, 71% of which were positive, 29% were negative, and there were 174 manager responses. How we do positive versus negative sentiment, we do it algorithmically, so we don't have humans reading messages. We have a system that's trained to analyze and determine if a message was positive or negative very quickly. So pretty much as soon as a message comes in, it's analyzed and then thrown into your reports. So you can see these reports in real time. I'll scroll down a bit so you can see this first graph better. Like I said, this is customer messages over the last 30 days. And if I look at, let's say, wildfire on the right here, I can click that to remove it or add it back to the graph. And if it looks a little bit jumbled, you can drag and to zoom in to a specific area so you can see things a lot easier, and then reset zoom up in this upper right corner to pop back out. At any time, you can also click this little menu up at the top right, and you can export this graph as an image or print the chart. If I scroll down a bit, we can see the positive messages that were received by day. So basically the positive message volume over the last 30 days broken out by location. And then down a little bit more, the negative messages over the last 30 days. These are much fewer. It's a little bit more sparse graph because 79% of the messages had been positive during this time period. And then last but not least, the management responses over the last 30 days. So it shows you how many times managers responded. I'll scroll back to the top. And if I click this drop down for all locations, I can go to, let's say, a single location like Wildfire Pittsburgh. Now if I scroll down, I can see there's a little bit of a change in the summary here. It only shows the customer comments for this location. It's 107 of those, 75% of which were positive, 25% were negative, and 81 management responses. So what this does in this graph now is it shows the message volume, total customer messages, that's this blue line, which I can isolate or remove, and the positive messages in green, I can hide or show that, negative messages in red, and management responses in gray. And like I said, you can also zoom these two so you can get a better look and zoom back out. Now hidden behind this graph, there's also a classic view, and this is basically the old dashboard that we used to have a few years ago. So if you click this little link here, you can only do this from a single location view, but we did preserve it for our users because they liked it. So you can switch to classic view, you can click in here and basically see the messages received over this time period, the last 30 days, but broken out in this kind of nice stack chart. So you can see the positive messages in green, the negative in red. Down on the bottom, kind of looking like almost a mirror reflection, are the manager responses in gray. And then you can click these bars, scroll down, and so you can see the messages that were received during that time period. This happens to be the 12th, or see manager responses by clicking the gray bars. You can see the negative messages that are here in red by clicking the red one. And you can also click in to view a specific day. So let's click on the 12th. And so this is what the messages look like across that day. So this is AM to PM across the time period. And so if I click the big bar 9, which looks like everything that came in the 1 p.m. hour, I can scroll down, I can see those. And then I can also click and look at the manager responses by clicking here. And I can also click to see the negative by clicking here. So you can click down and drill down and see what messages were affecting that. So if I click to go back to the other view, you can see I'm on a specific day here because I clicked into the to that link. I can also change the time frame here. So let's say I want to look at just February of 2016. Then I can view just that and see all the messages across this location. And then I can also click to go back to all locations and for that same time period and look at just that. If I want to see, okay, what did it look like during the Christmas time period of last year, then I can look at that. And that is our basic performance reports. That's available on our Plus plan right now. Along with the reports on the Plus plan, you also get surveys, and surveys is covered in a separate demo, which will be available on the site. We also have demos on the site for our core product, the TalkToTheManager product, which is the anonymous feedback system which generates this message volume that you're seeing in the graphs. We also have a video for our analytics platform. And our analytics platform is pretty amazing. It allows you to break down customer messages, not just by sentiment and volume, but also by categories. You can see who's talking about the menu, cleanliness, value, staff, ambiance, all sorts of different things, and then how that relates to the sentiment of their messages. Also, you can see management response time, the average response rate from management to customers, how often managers are turning negative situations into positive situations. It's pretty fantastic. So take a look at that video also. That wraps it up. Thank you very much for your time. We'll do a QA now.